What is going on, guys? Another video. If you could tell, I'm not in my garage. I'm actually in my brother's garage, staying over at his house for the weekend. But went to the swap meet this morning, and guess what I got? A Go Ped! These things are awesome. I've driven a few of these, mostly when I was a kid. Everything is here. Everything works, I guess. Gas tank isn't cracked. The fuel lines aren't cracked. The tires aren't cracked, and they hold air. Has brakes. They don't work that well, but it has it. The little dinky throttle works. By the way, I don't know why. I just don't like these types of throttles. But anyways, yeah, everything works. Everything is here except a couple things. One, spark plug. Two, the other half of the air filter. And I could only assume that at one point this was covered so you don't burn yourself, and to keep it from overheating. Kind of worried about that part, but whatever. It's just a two-stroke. These things are like $100. Or I could put a Predator on it. I don't know yet. Still thinking about that. I think it's too much. Like I said, I've driven these before, and they're plenty fast, and they're pretty awesome, and this is like a perfect amount of power for what this is. But anyways, got this whole thing for $100. I thought it was gonna be way worse when I brought it back here, but it's not. It's even better than I expected, to be honest. I kind of got it for two reasons. One, the price is cool. Actually, three reasons. One, the price is cool. Two, never owned one of these, so it's cool to own it. And three, as a kind of challenge to myself to try to make this thing turn on. I highly doubt I'm gonna be able to ride it for long distance, but I want to be able to hear it run. Especially, that's going to be a challenge, and not only because I'm not good enough. I mean, I've worked on these types of engines before. I know how to work on them, but mainly because while I'm here, I'm not in my normal garage where I have a large plethora, huge collection of tools specifically to work on engines. I have this, which is my brother's toolbox, which is cool, but he's not a mechanic, so he doesn't really have a lot of tools that I have. I mean, I would say 50% of the tools that he does have I could use, and the other 50% are like specifically for other things. But anyways, as long as I have a simple toolbox, I could pretty much make a rock turn on. But anyways, yeah, so super stoked about this. It's gonna be a fun thing to have and make videos off of. The threads, you can't really see it on camera, but the threads for the spark plug are stripped out. That's bad. That's bad news. No big deal. Tomorrow I will call around to see if anybody has those thread savers. I've used them before. They work. So, you know, whatever. It's one main reasons why I got this thing so cheap, I guess. Alright. Okay, so I continued calling around. No one has thread savers or repair kits for this size. So I'm really limited on what I could do here. Man, this is a bummer. And another issue that I just realized is the length of this, because I'm pretty sure this isn't really the spark plug that goes with this engine, but the length of it is questionable, because I can actually put it in here and it will grab. The threads will grab and it will stay in there. But the piston, I think, will touch the end of the spark plug, pushing it up against the I'm actually going to look it up. I don't know the name of that. So my suspicion is, since that thing is so long, the piston is actually going to be kissing the spark plug and, you know, squeezing the spark plug gap into the electrode, which isn't good. So I could probably put spacers, but then that will kind of limit the thread. So I mean, let's try it. What could go wrong? This stage just keeps on getting better and better. The hole on this spacer fits the spark plug, but it doesn't fit the head. Like, it fits, I need it to fit flush on the actual head, not on this. I'm going to rob the spacer off of the other spark plugs that I'm not going to use, and hopefully that will offset the spring, the spark plug enough where the piston won't kiss that electrode. So, got the spark plug in. It's semi-tight. Tried the carb cleaner. It doesn't want to sputter. It doesn't even want to, like, one spit of just nothing. So I'm just gonna try it. I'm just gonna fill it up with gas and try turning it on. Hopefully there's enough compression in there to turn this thing on. I mean, I don't even want to drive this thing. I just want it to turn on. That's really my main goal right now. It turns on. I didn't know it was gonna turn on. It doesn't stay on, but hey, it turns on. I'm gonna do it again. It just puts a smile on my face. It turns on. Alright, so as you guys can see, it runs. It doesn't run well, but I mean that's to be expected because the spark plug is like barely holding on by a thread. Literally 2 threads are in there. I'm actually amazed that I was able to turn it on within the parameters that I have here. Yeah, I'm actually pretty happy. I'm kind of bummed out I can't drive this thing up and down the street, but you know, hey, that's to be expected when this thing is barely holding onto a thread. But I can't not be grateful that I was able to turn it on here with minimal tools. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I know it was a dumb little video, but I got this thing this morning and I was like, hey, I should make a video out of it. But I am going to properly go through this thing, clean it out, fix that spark plug issue, and hopefully I could ride this thing up and down the street. See you guys later. Peace out. Check this out. I barely noticed this, but the exhaust actually goes inside the frame and comes out right there. I literally thought it just dumped out and went back. I mean, when you're riding, the air obviously goes that way, so that's what I assume, but that's actually pretty cool.